Today I quit my Babylon job. Today I quit my Babylon job. I'm free. I'm free. I'm still coming to this realization right now. I've been stuck in the system for so long. It's gonna take a while to really process, right? But I really never felt part of the system. I've always felt subject to the system, but I never felt like I fit in the system, because I don't, obviously. That's what I'm saying. I am going to put all of my love and everything into the universe. I'm giving myself over to the universe, which I am. I am trusting myself. I'm loving myself. You have to let go. You have to let go. Your life is not yours. You're here to do your work and then help yourself, which is, other reflections of yourself. That's what I'm here to do. Something like Tron, shout out Tron right now. I'm gonna go ahead and shout out Tron because he's the one who brought this up. He got me going on this. So, shout out Tron. He brought this up in me, and I wanted to get this out. So while it's still fresh, I'm going to really just do whatever I want to do on my own time, my own way, when I want, how I want, however I want. Every day of my life, I'm taking my life back. I'm taking my life back as God, because I am God. I'm taking my life back. I'm going to control it. I'm going to manifest everything in my life. Babylon. Yo! Shit. I'll be right back. Babylon grandma, she has a great soul. I cannot hug her I cannot not hug her. I have to be right back, okay? I love myself. I hope you understand. Come back to me. Stay on back. Okay, let me warm back up. It's getting cold, man. It's getting cold. I'm literally choosing to do everything in my life the way I want to do it. That's what you have to do. You have to transcend the thought and just completely fucking trash the thought of you needing to work for the system in Babylon to make money and to make a living. Just fucking trash it. You literally just have to fucking Control Alt Delete that motherfucker. Like, you just gotta trash that motherfucker. And that's what I've done. I'm trashing it. I'm doing what I want to do, what I enjoy doing, because that is what we were made to do. If I give all my love to the universe and I do things that make me happy because I am the universe, I'm just gonna get the same in return. You have to trust. You have to trust that. You cannot do it until you trust that. You can't. It's not gonna happen. You have to trust that it's going to happen. Because look at it like this. Look at it like this, all right? You will not give a man or something worth millions of dollars. You will not give a man that unless he can pay you back. You don't feel right. You don't think that they deserve it, like they're going to appreciate it, like they've worked hard enough for it, like it is deserved, like it is for them. The universe is not going to give you all of your blessings until you let the universe give you your blessings. You have to, you won't give that person, whatever that is, that $1 million or whatever that is, because you don't trust them to do that. Well, the universe can't trust you and give you all of those things, and she's not going to, because you're not ready for them. You're not ready to have those things in your life. You're just not ready to have those things in your life. You have to be ready for them, and you have to accept them. And so you have to start coming to the realization of who you really are. And whenever you come to the realization of who you really are, then you can start putting that into play. But then you have to sit with that, and you have to practice that, and you have to be able to tap into that at all times. Like, you have to really be able to tap into that all times. You literally, to be a ascended master, you have to be able to go up and down the Kundalini. You have to be able to go up and down. I can access this at all times. It doesn't matter what I do. Even if I accidentally do something in the lower self, I can still recognize it, and I'll get right back up. I can do that. I've always been able to do that, though, but I didn't really know what it was. You know what I mean? And people didn't understand me, and I didn't understand myself, and cause I always felt different. I'm like, you guys can't do this. Like, I always felt different. Like, I literally felt out of place all the time. I literally felt out of place all the fucking time. I can't fit in nowhere. I've done so much shit. I've done so much shit. Like, when I was like elementary school, we can start from the beginning, or we can start at my first reaction was love. I remember it was in preschool, and I remember me and this girl, I don't remember her name, but we had these little cots. You go down, lay down for nap time, but we'd have these little cots, and we'd always lay by each other, and we'd hold pinkies, bro. We would be holding pinkies and shit. That's just what we did. But I remember that, though. That was like my first feeling of love, like from an outside source, rather than like my Babylon family, really. Like a romantic kind of a love, or an affection or some, and it wasn't lust, because I can't even remember what you look like, so it couldn't have been lust. But even then, like, I was always, everybody wanted to be the fastest. They wanted to be the best at tag. They wanted to be the best at hide and go seek. They wanted to be the one that got the girl to kiss them on the cheek. That's what everybody wanted to be. And that's what I wanted to be. So I did the best I could all the time. I always wanted to fit in. But I always stuck to my principles and my morals at the same time. I'm not going to sit here and say that I never did lower self things that, were evil or whatever, but I'm not saying that at all. But I can honestly sit here and, record in the Akashic Records that for the most part, I've always stuck to my roots until what I knew was right. So, I'm proud of that. That's just who I am. And I've never put up with nobody talking shit about people I really cared about. I'm just that fucking loyal that's just who the fuck I am. Like, I remember I was in elementary school. There's this kid named Evan Lewis, and we was out on the playground, and I don't know, he just always running his mouth, and he said something. He's like, your mom was gonna be a full moon tonight, and I fucking picked his ass up. I remember in elementary school, I literally picked his ass up and fucking just threw him on the ground, like slammed him on the ground. This dude's older than me. He's like a grade or two ahead of me. And like, I just didn't have, I'm a lover, not a fighter. I will try to diffuse a situation and come to a mutual understanding and agreement, a place of love, you know, that is always my first nature. That is always first nature for me, is try to come to a mutual understanding of love and, you know, become neutral and, you know, be in a good place. That's just my nature. That's in my natal chart. That's my program. That's who I am. But don't get shit twisted, you know. I don't like, you know, you fuck with people I care about, and it's a totally different story, you know, because then I feel threatened at the same time. You're not just threatening them, you know, you're threatening how I feel about them. You're threatening their mental health. You're threatening their physical health. You know what I mean? So obviously, you know, me being a man and me having those instincts, I'm gonna fucking stand up for myself. I've been in plenty of fights. I've fought throughout my whole life. I've literally fought throughout my whole life. I've gotten plenty of fights. Like I remember one of them, there was this kid named Ryan Arian, you know, I was in the second grade, or like third grade, and we were playing football and shit, and he was like, you know, he was like the top dude, you know, because I had just moved to the school. You know, I had just moved from Texas to Ohio. I had just done that. And, you know, he was like top dude there. And, you know, I wanted to be, you know, I've always wanted to be up there with the top dudes. I've always felt like a top dude, you know. You know, so like that makes sense to me. Like we're all equal in value, but we're not all equal in function. Like, yeah, I'm not a big fucking dude, but I will hang with the big dudes. Like, I'm not afraid to get down. I'm not afraid to do what the fuck it takes to get shit done. I know how to dig deep. Like, my mental toughness is fucking, like, it's fucking rock hard. That shit is rock fucking hard. Like, I'm mentally tough. I know I can, whatever I put my mind to at this point, I know I can do that shit. You know, I remember getting, you know, and I remember being in like 6th grade. I was dating this girl named Casey. And I got off, you know, I'm waiting, that's outside, it's winter outside. And I'm waiting for her to get off the bus. I already got off my bus, and I'm waiting for her to get off her bus, and she comes and gets off, and, you know, she comes up and she tells me, she's like, that dude, and she's like, Jerry's picking on me, and he's like flirting with me, trying to touch me and shit like that, and I told him to leave me alone, and he won't leave me alone, da, da, da. You know, mind you, I can't remember if it's 6th or 7th grade. I can't remember. It's one or the other. But as soon as he walked off the bus, this dude, like, look, okay, here's a confession. You guys don't even know this yet. I'm short as fuck. I'm 5'6". I'm short, and it is what it is. It is what it is. So this dude is like, I'm not kidding. Like, we're in 6th grade, but this dude was still fucking tall. This dude was at least 5'11", 6 foot. Like, this dude's just big. Like, we called him Big Bird throughout his whole life. We called him Big Bird. But as soon as he told me that he got off the bus, and I didn't say a fucking word to him, or wait, did I? I think I did say, no, I did. That's right, I did. I was like, why the fuck are you touching her? Why won't you leave her the fuck alone? Like, she doesn't want to be fucking touched. Leave her the fuck alone. And, you know, my little ass had to, like, you know, there's some Kevin Hart shit. For real, you know. But I did. I wasn't scared. I don't have fear. I don't hold fear of getting physically hurt. That's never been a fear of mine. I've always taken physical pain very well. Physical pain, no problem. I mean, check this, like, you can't even see it. Hold up. Like, check this fucking scar out. Like, this thing is fucking real. And it goes all the way, it went all the way up my arm. Like, I have scars fucking galore. Like, it's fucking nuts. Physical pain ain't never been shit. You know, so I'm never afraid. And then that happened. Got suspended for 3 days. And then I don't even remember what happened the next time. I think he just like said some disrespectful shit. Same dude, wintertime. We're waiting out back in the morning, waiting to go inside. And he said something, and he turned around, and it had just snowed, and there's like icy sleet snow. So I made this ball, and it's literally a ball of ice. Like, it was literally a fucking ice ball. And I fucking ran up to this dude. I'm talking within like 4 feet. You know, I ran, and I did like the fucking outfielder in the baseball field, you know, like hop, skipping and jumping and then a throw. Like, that's what I did, right on his back, right in the fucking center. And This dude literally looked like Big Bird. This motherfucker said, yo. Yo, I'm not making this up. I put it on everything. This dude is like Big Bird, right? So that shit happened, and then he didn't do shit. He was just he really did. He just tried to push people around because he was big. He really was a big bitch. So I went to my class, and then they called me in or whatever. They called me in to the office, and my principal was like, oh, he's like, do you want to see what the fuck, what you did to him, basically? And I was like, I mean, you're gonna show me anyway. This I go and I look. This dude literally has a bruise the size of a fucking softball. I'm not exaggerating. Literally the size of a softball on the back, right in the middle, dead center of his shoulder blades. Like, my fucking eagle eye was on point. Like, this motherfucker, I just did not like him. I did not like him. It's just how the fuck I was. He always was a big bitch. Like, he knew because he always tries picking on little people. So you know he's a bitch. People who try to pick on people less fortunate or who can't defend themselves, they're secretly a bitch. And I've just always known that. Like, even when I was little, because I'm little, you know what I mean? So, I mean, and then I remember this one time, me and this dude Barry Bandy, like, my friend was about to fight. My friend was supposed to fight that night. Fight some dude or whatever. But they didn't end up fighting and shit. And, my adrenaline was just going. So I was like, fuck it, I want to fight, And I thought this dude named Barry Bandy, the first girl I really ever considered I dated, she was like the love of my life, for real. She's my first love. We were together for like 3 years on and off. Really nobody else in between except for, she had that Barry dude, peace, reflection, I love myself. Hey, I'm glad you're in the room. You're gonna hear some cool stories. So, just so you know, David, hey, I quit my Babylon job today, boy. I quit that hoe. I love myself. I'm doing it. I'm doing my thing. Let's go. Anyway, so, I'm sitting here. I wanted to fight, right? Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like, I'm telling y'all, this live is about to be lit. Like, invite people. Like this live is about to be litty. Like, this is it. Like, this is it for me. Your peace reflection. So anyway, just in case I quit my Babylon job today. I work for the universe now full time. I retired from Babylon. I work for the universe full time. I work for the universe full time. I am the universe. I am love. I am a person. I am everything. Everything is me. As above, so below. As within, so without. As the universe, so the soul. I love myself. Anyway, those are affirmations. You gotta. Anyway, so there's a dude named Barry. So, but she dated him in between, us dating or whatever. And then this dude wanted to, try and call me out one day about, he's like, you trying to be like me, da-da-da-da-da, dress like me, da-da-da-da. I was like, motherfucker, no, you ain't. Like, I've been doing this, bro. I was like, bitch, I had her first. Like, who the fuck are you? So, I know I had that anger toward him. This is, I'm laughing, but, this is what I had anger toward him, so this, I'm not trying to bring it down. Like, this shit's still lit. Anyway, let's go. So I hit him up, and I was like, fuck it, let's fight, whatever. So he's like, all right, meet me here. I was like, all right. So I went there. He wasn't even there. I was like, where the fuck you at? Like, you didn't even show up, da-da-da-da. He's like, oh, no, now come here. I'm like, all right, fuck it. I'm still trying to catch this fade. I don't even care. Like, I'm still lit. Like, let's go. So, so I go and, I'm with my friend Ryan and then 2 of his dudes. Yeah, that dude Ryan that I was talking about at the beginning, like in elementary school. that, you know, like whenever I first moved to elementary school, you know, like he was a big dog, and, you know, like I had just moved and I wanted to be a big dog. So, you know, but we ended up becoming friends. So we're friends at this point, all right? So, you know, we're going to meet this dude at this apartment complex. You know, we pull up and it's just like the driveway's just all gravel and shit, you know. It's kind of like out back, you know what I mean? So I hop out and then we square up and then I fucking hit him. I just fucking socked him once. And, you know, he didn't really do nothing. He just like stared at me, and I was like, what the fuck are you trying to do, bro? I was like, you quit wasting my fucking time or quit fucking talking shit. Like, I'm not playing this shit. I was like, fucking hit me, bro. Like, I'm not trying to play this shit. Like, if you're trying to fight, like, let's go. I'm trying to get this anger out. Like, that's what I was trying to do, though. I had anger, so I was trying to get that shit out. You know, so this dude, like, you know, dude cocked back and he, like, slapped me. I literally, like, I was like, motherfucker, you just slap me? Like, you for real just slap me? I was like, you fucking kidding me? I was like, motherfucker, I was like, hit me. Fucking hit me. You know? Motherfucker. Boom! Hit me again, motherfucker. Boom! Come on, dude. Hit me a fucking again. Come on, hit me a fucking again. You know, this dude cocked back. This third time he goes to swing, I fucking move back and I just fucking put him out. Dude was on the ground, so, you know, I got on top of him and he had like, you know, like, you know, he got on the ground and he got like, I went to go, okay, that's what happened. I went to go get on him and then he had gotten right back up. So like I got right back up and then we squared up again and then, you know, I wrestled. So I love fucking, you know, so that's what I like to do. You know, I was comfortable on the ground. Like I knew that I knew shit, you know what I mean? I wrestled. So, you know, I took him down and he had me, like, he was on his back and he had like my waist, you know what I mean? Like my torso. So like I was up high, you know, I was up higher than I really wanted to be. So like you know, he's laying like this and he has me like, you know, basically like I'm on top of him half-assed. So I perpendiculared up to this motherfucker. And then I just started hitting knees, just right in his fucking ribs as hard as I could. This dude let go after like the third one. And then we got up and then I fucking just socked him again, and then he fell down, and then right when that happened, this fucking lady and her son came out like, we're about to call the cops, like, y'all gotta go, like this shit, like, we're like, oh, peace out, we gone, you know, hop in the whip, we out. We was gone, you know, and then they're like, dude, you're fucking bleeding. I'm like, where, motherfucker? I ain't bleeding. I look, and my elbows are bleeding because I was on the rocks. You know what I mean? And I had it so, like, my elbows are bleeding. So I was like, oh, shit. But, you know, like I said, so, yeah, like, I'm for real. Like, I'm first a lover, not a fighter. You know, I always try to diffuse the situation. You know, I always try to come to a mutual agreement, a mutual understanding. You know, I always try to understand myself. And, you know, try to come to the truth. And, you know, if both people need to apologize, then both people apologize. If one, then one. You know what I mean? Give credit where it's due. You know, no more than it is. You know, just be neutral. You know what I mean? But, and I did have a lot of anger, but I never really, I kept myself in sports. You know, I had a lot of anger because my dad left, you know, when I was like 10. You know, he moved back down to Texas while I was still in Ohio. So, you know, I did have anger, but I always, you know, I always had friends, but I always hung out with older people, and that's facts. Like, I always hung out with older people. You know, I remember being in middle school, and I'm hanging out with high schoolers. I remember being in elementary school, you know, and I still hung out with the same people, but they were in middle school. You know what I mean? But I always but, you know, I knew I had anger problems, and, you know, like, my anger shit is, like, the shit that I'll get, you know, that, like, my lower self gets angry about is either little stupid-ass dumb shit, like a zipper not going up, or, you know, not being able to find something, and, like, you know, just stupid-ass shit like that, like, stupid-ass shit, you know, pointless, stupid shit, and I think that happens a lot to intelligent people. And that's just me being honest, for real. I think a lot of people, you know, who are intelligent get mad over stupid shit because, you know, they're like, I'm more intelligent than this. Like, how could I do something so simple-minded? So, but, you know, I always kept myself in sports. You know, I always played football and I wrestled. You know, I went to go, you know, I was playing football and then I went to go play basketball, and then the wrestling coach came to me and asked me to wrestle. And so I started wrestling. And wrestling for real became my love, for real. And it didn't even turn out on like a anger tip as to why I did that. It wasn't even on no angry shit. It was just on some like competitive shit, and it wasn't definitely on no gay shit. Like, trust me, I don't have no problem. I don't have no problems with gay stuff. I'm just saying, like, I'm just letting it be known. That's what it was for. It was just a competitive thing. But I always kept myself in sports. You know, I never wanted to get left behind. Peace, reflection. I love myself. You know, I never wanted to. You know, it's not that I ever really wanted to be. I never wanted to be better than everybody, but I always wanted to be just as good as the elite. You know, just as good as the best of the best. You know what I mean? I didn't care about being the man all the time. You know what I mean? I was cool with, you know, just being in the, you know, in the topic conversation, you know, being around the shits. You know, put me in the ring, you know, I don't care. Like, I will take the center of attention, you know, put me under pressure. I'll fucking grow, and I'll fucking come back, and I'll fucking do what I gotta do. Like, my mind is made for that shit. Like, my brain computes so fast, and I act well under pressure. And all of my jobs I've had to, like I've done so much shit, reflections, for real. Like, my first job was Subway. Then I went from, that shit wasn't working out. Fuck that shit. Then I went from Subway, and then I went to the country club, and then I was washing dishes at the country club, and then I got fired on some dumb shit. That was some dumb shit. It wasn't even my fucking fault on that shit. Then I went from there. Then I went to Texas Roadhouse, and then I did everything except for serve at Texas Roadhouse. I did everything in my lower self except for serve. I worked there for quite a long time. Then I went to Lavery's, which is a car dealership, and then I was detailing cars. And then I moved to Texas, and I went and I worked for my uncle, and he had just bought a whole bunch of land, and he wanted to put his business on it, Peace, reflection. You know, and he wanted to put his business on it, so, you know, I was living with him. He was letting me live with him and shit at that time. So I was like, all right, you know, he's gonna pay me. You know what I mean? I get to work for a family member. You know what I mean? It's cool. It's whatever. You know what I mean? You know, and he owned a towing company, and he repoed cars and shit. So the place he bought, you know, they had this whole oil pad. Like, it used to be an old oil pad. So it was already like rock concrete and shit. Like, it's hard ass concrete. You know what I mean? But, you know, he wanted to build this fence around the lot, and this fence was going to go about 4 acres long. And this wasn't no fucking wooden picket fence. This is a metal fence. This is fucking heavy-ass oil pipe pole. This is like my first, for real hard job. This is like my first for real hard job. Like, I'm telling y'all, I'm a hard-ass worker. Like, work don't scare me. I will work my ass off. Like, I'm mentally tough as fuck. You know, I cannot be broken, and I know that. I cannot be fucking broken. But, you know, so we're using this old-ass fucking tractor, you know, and this auger bit to dig these holes in, this half-ass rock concrete and shit. So, and then, you know, each hole, you know, this pole, you gotta think, there's 4 acres. You gotta think, this is 2 football fields, basically. You're going, almost 2 football fields you're going around. And... you know, so you got to put a pole every 10 foot. Every 10 foot. Yeah, that's a lot of fucking poles. 2 bags of fucking concrete per hole, 80-pound bags of concrete. You know, in the Texas heat, summer, all that shit. yeah, I did that shit, and we did that shit. Did that, and then I moved back to Ohio. So I just, I was missing my Babylon family, so I moved back to Ohio. And then from there, I came back to Ohio, and then I went to go back to Laverty's where I was detailing cars at, and then I started working there. I went to go work there, and then I realized that this dude that I made friends with while I was there, he wasn't there no more. Like, where's this dude at? And he's like, oh, he went for that construction company because he used to work for a construction company. He had told us about it, so I was like, oh shit, I'm trying to do that shit. Like, construction seemed cool. Plus that had to do with part of my childhood and what my reality was trying to show me. The fact that I really didn't have a father figure, so I was trying to put father figures in my life. And I always admired people who could build things with their hands and put things together out of nothing, make nothing into something beautiful. You know what I mean? Like, I've always admired that. And it's not just doing a keyboard. Like, these people are literally working with their fucking hands, and they're making something, fucking cool. So I've always, so that was cool for me. I was like, all right, so I hit him up, and I was like, hey, y'all need a fucking, y'all want somebody else? And he's like, yeah, we could do somebody. He's like, come in on like Monday or whatever the fuck it is, just try you out. Well, my first job with this dude, I show up, I just came from Texas, like, and I fucking get up and it's a fucking roof. I ain't never, like, I've been on roofs before, but, I never did any roofing jobs, but got up on a roof, killed that shit. I even like half-assed saved the dude's life that day, but that's on a whole nother thing. This dude was scared to get down. He's like, I'm literally scared for my life. I was like, bro, I got you. This dude's bigger than me. This dude's like fat. I'm like, come on, bro, I got you. And this is my first day on the job. Mind you, I just came from Texas, so I got that mindset. I got my fucking cowboy boots on, whatever. And then, then I got in construction, and that's the job I left today, was that job. But see, I worked for him for like a year and a half, that construction job, which I liked doing because I learned how to build shit. My boss, he's just not conducive. He's got his own shit. But I understand he's just trying to show me a part of me, and I understand that part of me, and I understand that I can't be around that part of me anymore because it's not conducive. It's not healthy. Take care of your health, and the wealth will fucking follow. That's what we gotta follow. We gotta live it. So, I started working for him like a year and a half, and then I was like, fuck, man, I don't want to be here no more. I live in this little ass town in Ohio, northeast Ohio. Then I went back down to Texas, lived with my uncle again, started working for him again, and, it just wasn't working out. He was a real, like, real angry, not like a always real angry man, but he had a really bad temper. But at the end of the day, he loved you to death. He'd do anything for you at the end of the day. That's just who he was. So, and I, he's my Babylon family, and I love it. I have love for him. He taught me a lot. So I went back down and worked for him for a little bit. Didn't really work out. It was kind of killing the family thing. So then I went to work for this dude building above ground hot tubs and delivering hot tubs and swim spas. And mind you, this is in Texas, and this is in the Texas heat, 110-degree weather. You're working out. You're outside in about 10, 12 hours a day, if not more. In the summertime, I was pulling anywhere from like 50 to 90 hours on average. Like, that was just fucking normal for me, for real. That was just what it was. So I know hard work. I done been through it. I done built that mental toughness. I've built that foundation. I can't be broken. I can't be broken. I can't be broken. I am everything. Everything is me. There is no obstacle I can't overcome. I can do anything that I put my mind to. I know this. I know this. I am this. This is why I'm here, to become this. I am this. You see this? I'm literally showing you guys how to become. I'm showing you how to become. Okay. But So yeah, no. Then I did that for a while, and you know, I dated this girl while I was there, and this is just recently. This is all within the last about year, just a little over a year. Worked for this pool company, you know, so that create there's a lot, and that was a good job because there's a lot of obstacles that I've never had challenged at my construction job. There's a lot of different things I was challenged with on how to do things. Like, you got a picture of me, you know, 130 pounds with another guy about 130 pounds moving a hot tub into a backyard, you know, just us two. Yeah, I tried to figure that one out. Everybody was always fucking perplexed, you know, on how the fuck we were gonna do it and how the fuck it was all gonna go down. Yeah, motherfuckers, like, you two are gonna do this. Like, I gotta watch this shit, you know, motherfuckers. But see, I'm always doubted. Everybody always doubted me, but I never really doubted myself, but I would. But I always doubted myself, not physically, but like emotionally and mentally. But like, I knew I had physical drive. I knew that I could work through the physical pain. I knew I could get past that shit. That's never really been hard for me. You know, sometimes it's just too, you know, sometimes it's just like, all right, it's just stupid. You know, it's not even serving a higher purpose type shit. Like, it's not even worth my fucking, about to bust a fucking blood vessel out of here. You know what I mean? Anyway, peace reflection. I quit my Babylon job today. I work for the universe full time, motherfucker. Anyway, yeah, I've done a lot of shit. So I'm mentally tough. And you know, before I just moved back here, you know, and when I was living in Texas, just, you know, not even a couple months ago, you know, I was in a bad relationship, and I realized that she was showing me a part of me that I just needed to understand. And man, and then like I said, I get mad, you know, like, I'm a lover, not a fighter, but I will get fucking pissed about anything that have to do with my family. And then cheating, lying, stealing, shit like that, disloyalty, shit like that, that shit will set me off so far. So, like, I'm not kidding. Like, you don't even, like, I'm not even the same person type shit. Like, not even the same person type shit. And it gets, like, that's just me being real, though. That's just me being real. Because that's not who I am. I'm love. That's who I am. But just like shit like that just gets to me, man. And you know, I've been cheated on, and so like, there's really ever been, you know, so many people, but the ones that are most vivid in my mind is that have pushed me to that point to where, like, I'm not even the same person. And when I'm screaming at you, it's not even like my voice. It's like, it's literally like the fucking voice of God comes out of me and like fucking convicts you for everything you've done. And that's just like, because I know I'm right, because I'm not going to yell at somebody like that unless I know I'm right. You know what I mean? I've constantly been, you know, cheated on, and constantly told people, you know, before I get in a relationship, hey, like, if you're not happy, just tell me, you like, you can go. Like, I'm not, like, that's, like, go. Like, I'm not trying to, like, I respect your journey. I've always respected people's journeys. You know, I'm not trying to, I've never really tried to control anybody. You know, I'd give somebody advice if they asked me to give me advice, but I never tried to control anybody I was in a relationship with. Like, I never just wanted, I just wanted to love somebody the way I wanted to love somebody else. And that's just facts. So that ain't real. I mean, that you can call it on some female shit. It is what it is. You know, I feel love, and that's just part of, you know, I'm, you know, you look at my fucking natal chart, and my feminine energy is stronger than my masculine energy. And that's because I have a lot of water in me, so I feel a lot. So, you know, I'm able to connect with everybody. Like, I'm able to connect with everybody. But that's just all crazy to me now. Now that I'm really starting to reflect on my life and trying to connect all the dots onto why my reality has reflected what it's reflected. Why shit's happened the way it's happened to me. All like the emotions I've really ever felt throughout my life, what it was trying to show me about myself. So I'm really going through that right now. That's why I'm live and shit every day, because I'm reflecting hard. I'm trying to come to the kingdom with the heart of a child. I'm trying to record it all in the Akashic Records. That way I can watch all this shit back and know that I really did my best to really, just be the best, human I can be. That's all I really want to be. Hey, Clear, are you still on? Is somebody else live? I feel like somebody else is live right now. Nobody wants to listen to you, boy. It's all good. You're me, so it don't matter. I'm talking to everybody when I'm talking to you. Anyway, so there's that. Whatever the fuck that shit was. My brain just went blank. But my biggest thing has always been people. I'm definitely a humanitarian. That's why I quit my job today. I don't have the patience. My soul does not have the patience anymore to waste its time or choices in life, on these things that just don't serve the higher purpose anymore. I'm the chosen, and I know this. I know that I'm the chosen. I've always felt that I'm the chosen. I've always tried to just be the best person I could be. I'm not saying I haven't fucked up and I haven't done some lower self shit. Everybody fucking has, but I've always known that I was different. I've always just known that I was special. But I never knew how to express it, because I never wanted to make myself out to seem better than anybody else, really. I always just try to connect with people, so I wasn't trying to disconnect from people by making myself seem, better than them. I always just want to connect with people. That's why I love Carbon Nation so much. Like, I've literally found my fucking family. Like, I literally have found my family. I've literally listened to all of them, that are there now. And I can literally connect. I can literally see where I can connect with every single one of them, like, on a really deep level. And, even the women, but that's because, I have a lot of feminine in my chart. And, I'm a real emotional kind of person. And women are just emotional by nature. So I can connect with them a lot more than, typical man can. And, that's honestly kind of helped me throughout my life, because it's helped me understand the woman, what she likes, what she wants, what she needs, what really means, what's really important to her. So for that, I'm thankful, and I can literally sit there and talk to, I can literally sit there and talk to people and just connect with them on a so deep of a level. Just like Tron was talking about. Like, I was just listening to his live. And, he was just talking about, how he did shrooms, I did shrooms, and that's how we did, we went to the Triple B, and, all the thoughts or whatever while you're there, and it's just silence and just you and your thoughts and, whatever. And then, just like he said, though, just like he said, he wasn't right for a couple days. I was not fucking right for a couple days. Shit fucked me up. Shit was crazy. But, now that I understand it, I love it. I've obviously embodied it. What's up, Peace Reflection? It's crazy to think of everything. Yeah, it was like 3 days. Yep, it was like 3 or 4 days for real. That's exactly what it was. Like 3 or 4 days, man. I was never really the same. And ever since then, I've really never been the same. I always felt like the old me died, and the new me, the me that's meant to be here, and meant to make the change in this world, is here. I feel like I was, when I woke up, I was reborn. And even when I woke up, like I was puking everywhere. Vomiting, and I even lost some bowel movement, and so I literally, like, after that, like, I literally felt reborn. Like, I literally felt like I had a new body. Like, I had a second chance. Like, I just literally felt like that, and I literally felt like you're finally ready. You know what I mean? It was like you're finally ready to start your real journey. And I mean, ever since I fell off. You know what I mean? But see, this is how fast I've been moving. I'm just being honest. I've always known shit like this. I've always been so interested in it. And this is always what I've typically, secretly, subconsciously known. This is what I've always wanted to do, but I've never really had the courage to do it. I always tried to fit in with the norm. I always try to figure out where the fuck I fit in with people, and I could never fucking fit in. And construction people, I could half-ass fit in with them because, I like building things with my hands. I like working hard. I like working hard. I think it's good for you to work hard. Don't overwork, but, work hard. What you do work. What you do it with passion. If it's worth putting energy into, it's worth doing right. You know what I mean? So I understand that mentality. So, and that, and they're, typically they're pretty real people for the most part. They're pretty much clear cut and dry. They don't really feed you a whole lot of bullshit. They're just disorganized, they're messy, and they're whatever. And that's part of the reason I've actually had to quit that job today is because of how messy they are. I understand that part of myself. I understand what my reality was trying to show me. I finally understood that, and I've graduated from that today. Today I graduated. Hallelujah. Here we go. But I lost my fucking train of thought. Lost my thought. I was talking about transcending. Oh yeah, messy. And my boss would always yell at me because I took care of the truck, and I would keep the truck organized. So I'd bust my ass trying to keep that bitch organized because I'm not a messy person either. I have to be organized. I have to be organized. I can't be any other way. It is what it is. It's just who I am, and that's the supreme being in me to be that way. That's the supreme being in me to be picky about where shit goes, to be that way. So I was okay with taking on the tool truck because I wanted to be able to go in that bitch and be able to go get what I want, and not have to fucking rummage around through shit and try to find anything. So, I'm very organized and I'm very militant about it. I'm picky. But that's what I'm saying. Like you said, but I've literally, what I'm trying to say is, I've literally listened to every single one of them, and listened to them, and I understand them. I get them. I feel them. I understand everybody at Carbon Nation. They literally feel like family to me. I've literally felt lost my whole life. I've literally felt like a lost dog my whole fucking life. I've literally felt lost. And I felt like I just didn't belong with fucking nobody. I'm always, I'm always trying to learn. I'm always trying to get on some higher knowledge shit. I'm always trying to dig deeper. Okay, take that deeper, take that deeper, take that deeper. I'm always trying to get down to the fucking root. I'm not afraid to dig deep. I'm not. So, and I have, I have so much energy. I have so much energy. I have so much energy. I'm abundant. I'm abundant. I'm abundant. I have so much energy. I'm abundant. I'm abundant. I understand that I can do this all day long. I can talk like this all day long. I can do this shit all day fucking long. I love this shit. I come from this shit. This is why I'm here. That's why I'm programmed for this shit. That is why I'm fucking here, man. It's crazy. It's just I literally, I feel like there's no other choice for me to be with them, in carbonation, I'm like, I don't feel like there's any other choice. Like, I feel like that is literally my soul family. Like, I literally feel like I belong right there. Like, that's where I belong. You know, I literally connect with all of them, and I see myself in every single one of them. I see myself in every single one of them, and that's what your soul family is. That's what it is. That's how you really connect with somebody. That's really connecting with somebody. Um, I just feel like that's where I belong. So that, like, in my head, like, that's what's gonna happen. I have to be there. I mean, I'm already there. Like, that's like, I literally, like, I'm not even kidding. It's like, I'm not even kidding. I literally close my eyes and I literally see Chief in his fucking headdress, and I see trees, and I see nature every time I close my eyes. And this is no bullshit. Like, I'm not lying. Like I'm literally transcending into this mind state. I'm like, it's literally a state of mind. You have to be able to go here, to go there, to be where you see them through their fucking phone screen. You have to be there here first. You have to, or else you're not going to be able to make it there. You know, you can see Jupiter, but you can't get to Jupiter because you can only get to Jupiter through here. It's the same shit. Dropping jewels on them. I fucking love myself. Yo, I'm dropping jewels heavy right now, and it's like crazy because it's like millions of people should really be viewing this, and like it would change their life forever. But one person is a million people, and I know that. So don't take that personally. I'm just trying to make a joke. I love intelligent humor. I'm gonna post a Babylon joke later. You're gonna love it. Um, but I understand, like, that's where my mind's at now, and I understand now, and I'm ready, and I'm at the point, and I've isolated myself enough, and I've gained enough knowledge that I know that whatever I'm doing now can only come back to me. So if I just surround myself with carbonation, you know, with the knowledge and with all these things, that has to become my reality. There's no other choice. There's no other choice. There's literally no other choice. The universe has to give me that because that is what is in alignment with me. That is what I vibrate to. I'm vibrating with them. I vibrate to them. Like, I understand them. I see them. I connect with them. All of them. I want that. That's what I want. That's what I'm going to get. I'm going to be there. There's no other option. And my real journey really starts today. My real journey, it's just, it's today. It's not even like it starts today. It's another step. You know, I graduated. You know, I fucking, this grade's gone. Um, and I'm so happy and I'm so thankful. I'm so happy and I'm so thankful. I'm so happy and I'm so thankful. I am. But see, like, I do these affirmations all the time. I make it a habit. 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 And that's how I do it. Is I repeat shit to myself. That's how I do shit. That's how I retain shit that I want to retain. You know, and that's how I'm conducive. And I know that about myself. Know thyself. Love thyself. Um, but yeah, I've done a lot of lower self shit. Not that I watch. It's all right. I know I'm going in the lower self for just a second, but I can get right back up. I'm an ascended master, man. I used to lie a lot. And it would just be over stupid shit. But that was me. I would lie a lot about, about shit because I don't like conflict. I don't like conflict. I like peace. Peace and love, not war for all. You know, that's how I am. So, I would lie just to not have a conflict. That's what I would do. But, I realized, pretty quickly in earth years, you know, that it only made things worse, you know what I mean? Because the truth eventually is going to come out. You're eventually going to get your karma. You know, that's just how the universe works. The universe is going to show you all these things until you start to understand everything. Peace, reflection, I love myself. Um, I only got 2 minutes remaining. I'm about to keep on going as long as nobody else is live. Because I got nothing else to do. It's Friday night. Uh, and I'm just in a good mood. So I'm about to hop off here, and I'm about to hop back on. So we can just fucking talk. Like I'm just here chilling, just fucking telling you about myself. You know, just becoming and putting all this into the Akashic records. You know, so I got this to watch back, and so when I watch it back, I know that I know and I understand. And in that way, I am eternal. I am the all forever. I am eternal. I am the all. I am eternal. I am the all. I'm abundant. I am everything. I am the person. I am the sun. I'll be right back. Peace, reflections. I love myself.